Viewer beware, you're in for a scare.
Happy. Inspect VHS collection. Your pride and joy. Forget the pumpkin, this is where it's at. You space out going over your assorted collection of evil scaries for a while. Among B-horror classics, titles like Gremlins reign as king. Or maybe you just have childhood trauma from Pop putting the thing as an innocent Christmas flick. You hated every single thing about this movie. 10 out of 10. Sam Raimi, heart, was 21 years old when he made this. Swoon! A solid movie recommendation for anyone who likes dead babies or has ever wanted to see Willem Dafoe cum blood. Them! You only watch this because it was mentioned in Scream. It's really just a placeholder for when you get Scream on VHS. This movie is like straight ass. You mean, have you seen the Boogans? So freaking cute! People tell you that this movie is about the fear of fatherhood. Personally, you think it's about the tiny, ugly alien dude. Eden Lake is a pioneer of the genre which you have dubbed British children horror. The scariest little monsters of them all. You feel a strange kinship with the protagonists of this movie. Probably because you too have toys that are going to kill you one day. This movie and a blunt. A worthy addition to the schizophrenia cinematic universe. This movie is just a nonsensical chain of events with the killer doing an occasional pun related to his profession, which really is the best kind of movie there is. Also, there's just something visceral to you about tooth-related horror. You wish Damien was real and your friend. They call me Dick, but you can call me Dick. They do space 9/11 in this. Just more proof that awesome practical effects will triumph over CGI bullshit any day. Also, you want to taste the shiny green gloop. Pop walked in during the bisexual werewolf threesome scene. Some say that your insistence on watching the entire movie with all of its uninterrupted 20-minute plus shots of the characters driving places is borderline masochistic. To which you say, what the fuck do you mean borderline? The real horror is that Adam Sandler should never be given this much power. Abby, examine drawer object. You check out the object on the drawer and, yep. It's a box full of your milk teeth, preserved in time like it was just yesterday Pop tore them out of your face. Why do adults do this? The Afraidy Krueger also lives here, which is a drawer object you can get behind. Abby, examine bizarre horned Santamorph. Fancy Satan. It is a fancy Satan. This is so obvious that it boggles your mind that you even have to explain it. Abby, continue your Act 1 ad-libs out the front door. Yeah, you'd really best get some fresh air. It's no good being homestuck for far too long. "'Tis unseasonably spooky outside on this day, the 21st of December. The chilly winds carry on their backs a certain sense of foreboding, not of fear born of something that is, but of what could have been. Or maybe it's just the unseasonably spooky leaves. The speeding train produces a note all too familiar. It is the note that wakes you up with pieces of ceiling on your face in the dead of night. A note a dental drill plays when inserted into the mouth of a screaming patient. Oh God, the screams. Every day preceding the last grows shorter. What felt once like a day flies past in what feels like hours. What felt to be an eternity away now rears its bearded, jolly head over next week's horizon. And yet, the gift of self-governance is never under your tree. Like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, your sigh slips into the sky. The day's already almost over. The winter solstice can suck your dick. You daydream for a while about sticking action figures on the tracks and seeing them get fucked up by a speeding train. Abby, examine Santa Standy. Just looking at this fat, jolly douchebag makes you want to kill little kittens with bricks. A symbol for hoggish consumerism if you have ever seen one. What are you waving at, asshole? We're in America. These are fucking freight trains. Abby, play chicken on the train tracks. Dumb reader who knows nothing says what? You are many things, but you ain't no chicken. You've lived most of your life near these tracks. Sometimes when the weather is real nice, you can even nap between them. Just lying here makes you feel all sorts relaxed. Hey, what's that noise? Abby Barclay dies and doesn't come back. And they still haven't found all of her pieces. The end. Abby, examine sign. The humble small family business. Perhaps too humble. You don't think Pop has noticed the watermark yet, and you don't have the heart to tell him about it. There's no more procrastinating now. You have to go inside and face him in the familial disputes Thunderdome. Really, you're not sure why you made such a big deal out of this? Dentists aren't that scary. What the? Hey! What's the big idea? Just a fucking dentist. Just a man whose job it is to put implements of medieval torture in your mouth and tear out your teeth with a pair of pliers. A man who sedates you with a gas which makes you laugh like a cretin while waves of fear and agony rip through your body. You slink your way into the clinic. The ghosts of 100 children's screams creep their frigid digits up your spine. Stale laughing gas chokes the air. Chicanery is afoot. Abby, examine laughing gas. You get it, laughter is the best medicine, but this is an absurd amount of gas to have on hand. You frankly doubt all of it is for the patients. Old man's probably huffing that giggle juice just to get through the shift. Abusing clinical drugs is no laughing matter. Abby, examine certificate. This handsome little slip of paper confirms that this fine establishment is certified rat-free as of 2007. It's not been updated in a while. Wonder why. Abby, barge through that door screaming, "Here's Johnny! Here's Johnny!" Ah, fuck. Abby, put Pop's hand up to the scanner. In retrospect, taking advantage of Pop's diabetes might have been a bit cruel and unnecessary. Old man's completely out of it. Then again, sociopathic tendencies seem to run in the family for you two, and you're convinced that this job is an outlet for a deep-seated desire for hurting people to him. Like just this Halloween he gave out toothpaste to innocent trick-or-treaters. Oh, the humanity. Yippee! This just leaves the password lock to deal with. You celebrate the 100th page of your adventure by inputting your birthday while Pop writhes in agony in the background. You ought to get him some insulin. But the first order of business is a Sylladex that can actually capture log the darn stuff. Abby? Abby? Oh dear. We seem to be losing contact with Abby. And what an inopportune time, too. We were just about to get to her playing SBURB. Of course, what you don't know is that when Abby decided to force herself through her Syldex's safeguards, she was well and truly dead. A child who hurries to grow up inadvertently hurries to her own grave. For now, let's check in on one of the other pieces of fertilizer in training. Hey, who's this little scamp?